We have more food options coming our way. Medals for the Wine and Dine have been revealed, and more dates for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party have been sold out. We are on location at EPCOT for our news from the queues, so come along and let's jump into it. So for our first story here, we got Disney Princess Week is coming up. It will be August 25th through August 31st. Even brought my notes here to EPCOT today on location. I think what we're going to do is our very last news from the queues of the month. We will be on location in the park, Disney Springs, or somewhere around Disney. So today it is EPCOT because this will be our last news from the queues in July. So let's get into the Princess Week that is coming up, and like I said, August 25th through August 31st, and we have a ton of new options coming up. I need a one of those graph things that I can just read so it doesn't look like I'm looking down all the time. But hey, from the Contemporary, we will have the Cinderella Cupcake. That is a returning favorite, one of my favorite cupcakes at the Contemporary. At the Polynesian, we will have a Moana mini cake. Cannot wait to give that a try, and that will be available at Captain Cook's and Kona Island Cafe that is upstairs. Then at the Riviera, it'll Make It Pink, Make It Blue. And that will be found at the La Petite Cafe. So we have that. I'm gonna have to put this down because of my shoulder. At Animal Kingdom, Guardian of the Dragon Gym, and that it will be found at Creatures Comfort. At Disney's Hollywood Studios, they have the Little Mermaid Shake. Will be at Dockside Diner. They have the Bella Cup of Enchantment that will be at Fairfax Fair. At the Magic Kingdom, the Princess Tiana Sipper will be available park-wide. So make sure, if you want one of those sippers, you can probably find them anywhere in the park. At Storybook Treats, this might be a place I definitely have to hit. Tiana Cone, which has a white chocolate Dole Whip, which I can't wait to give a try. And then a Rapunzel Sundae, which has strawberries. So those are two great treats there. And then at Disney Springs, we have a Moana Petite Cake at Amorette's, which, you know, Amorette's always does a great job with those. And at the Ganachery, there will be a Rapunzel Ganache Pop. So make sure to give those a try. If you're here August 25th through August 31st, we have a lot more treats coming, so we cannot wait. Speaking of food, some of the food prices have started to creep up a little bit, not only here at Walt Disney World, but at Disneyland. So just be ready for that. They're not big increases, but they are some increases. Speaking of our other park over in Disneyland, the Haunted Mansion has reopened, and it is virtual queue only. So if you're visiting Disneyland anytime soon, Haunted Mansion has reopened, but you must make a virtual queue. So it's just like here. Get up bright and early and be ready. But we are hearing reports and seeing things that some of the virtual queues are still available around 8 or 8:30 if you're in the park. So make sure if you want to see the Haunted Mansion, and by the way, it is the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay when you go to see the Haunted Mansion. I know, August, July, but Christmas overlay, but the Haunted Mansion is open. So we're very excited for that. I want you guys to take a look at where I'm sitting. Remember, you know, Celebration Point is one of my favorite locations. So that's Spaceship Earth. If the trees weren't there, you could see Spaceship Earth, but that's actually a lounge. I didn't know if many people knew that right there, but that's a lounge. Right over here is, oh, look who's sitting right there. And then this is the rest of it. You can probably hear the Encanto show down there going on, but that is I just love sitting here. And I am sitting at the table that is right here by Connections Eatery and Connections Cafe. It is the very first one, and this is what I love about it. Check this out. These brown boxes all around. Just lift the lid. Plenty of plugs and chargers in there. So you will not go without. As long as you got a cord, you can come charge your phones and all that good stuff. So what a great place to do a news from the queues. At Joffrey's, they have the Figment of Caramel Cold Brew. Why did they put Figment of Caramel Cold Brew? Anyway, Figment of Caramel Cold Brew. It's Joffrey's Caramel Mudslide Cold Brew. caramel and peanut butter syrups, which are really good, and chocolate sauce topped with whipped cream and caramel sauce, and that is $6.49. They will make it in a hot version, which I got today, and it is fantastic as a hot version. I'm not a big blended coffee type of guy, but they will make that in a hot version, but you will get espresso instead of the cold brew. But also at Joffrey's, they will be launching, which is very exciting for me. You know I love Joffrey's. Not hosted, not gifted, not anything from Joffrey's. I just like to drink Joffrey's coffees when I'm at Disney. Joffrey's Halloween brews available at Disney Springs and online, so you can check both places. They're going to have a Disney Not So Scary Pumpkin Brew, a Disney Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Brew, and a Disney's Ursula Cauldron Brew, which I will have to go to Disney Springs and pick some of those brews. I'm enjoying this hot one today here. It is a little hot today. It is 94 degrees, not too bad. Crowds look pretty good. They are picking up. I see some other folks sitting at tables and chairs all around me, just relaxing. I mean, listen to the background music. I hope I can get this past copyright. We'll see when I go to edit this. So we got some more stories to get to. Our next story, Disney has revealed the medals for the Wine and Dine this year for the Food and Wine Festival, and that marathon's weekend, as we like to call it, because there's a 5K, 10K, half K, all these other runnings. I've done one 5K. It was at night. I don't know if I'd ever do a 5 a.m. one. I applaud you runners that go out at 3 o'clock in the morning to queue up to run them races. I applaud you, I applaud you, I applaud you. But the medals have been revealed, and they are EPCOT, of course, food and wine oriented. And that event, like I said, will be October 31st through November 3rd. So if you're coming that weekend, just remember there will be a race weekend. That'll be Halloween weekend. A lot will be happening that weekend. So just be prepared if you are visiting the Walt Disney World properties or even EPCOT. This is where it really gets busy, because all of that does take place over here. We actually have 3 dates that have now sold out at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. They are August 13th, August 20th, and of course, October 31st. Those 3 dates have sold out, and I'm sure more dates will start to sell out, but we'll keep you guys updated. As for the Jollywood or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, none of those dates have sold out yet. So just remember, when you're coming, look at the dates on the My Disney Experience app. You just go under tickets, special events, and you can see all the dates, so you can help plan your vacation when you come here. If you're not going to a party, I always suggest, I think it's much easier to go to like the Magic, if there's a party night for Magic Kingdom, go to Magic Kingdom during the day, do all the stuff you want to do at Magic Kingdom, and leave by 4, because that's when the party guests can start coming in. So make sure you've gotten all your stuff done. It's usually a little slower, a little quieter. Don't forget, Jollywood starts a little later, so that may not work at that point, but it also works for the Very Merry Christmas Party. So you want to check that out when you come. Hey guys, hey! They're waving to us back there. So they'll be on the news from the queues. I wonder if they know who we are. Probably not, but hey, they'll be on news from queues. And then our last story. I'm not a big Marvel Comic-Con fandom. Maybe you guys can explain it to me, but why did they pick Robert Downey Jr. for Dr. Doom? Is there a way they can tie that story in? Or are we just, when we get to see this movie, do we just gotta forget he was Iron Man for all those great movies and now he's Dr. Doom? So if there's anybody out there that knows and can explain this to me, please do, because I just do not get that casting. I don't understand it, but I'm sure there's a way they're going to tie that in. That pretty much wraps up all the news from the queues for this week. It was kind of a slow week from news at Disney, and there's a lot of news from Disney, but I'm not going to cover Tokyo and Paris. Haven't been there yet. Hopefully one day I get there. I did ask on our community post here on YouTube, and also over on my personal Facebook group and the Traveling Around Disney Facebook page over there, I asked you guys to send in some questions that you would like me to answer while we are here at EPCOT. So we got so many questions. Sorry about the rattle there. The table's a little uneven. We got so many questions. I was like, okay, this would take a while. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna answer some questions here, and then I'm gonna go out and shoot a video that you guys can see coming up and give you some of the answers for those questions that I really couldn't imagine having all these questions pop up. So it was really nice. Thank you guys so much for supporting us here on YouTube, as well over on Facebook at Traveling Around Disney page and Traveling Around Disney family group over there. Remember to join the group over there so you can post your pictures and your stories and all the good stuff that you guys are doing at Disney. We love seeing those. Here on this video, we are going to answer the community questions that everybody sent in. I've got them right here on my phone. So we're going to start with, oh my God, Barth. I'm still got to have a Dole Whip for you there, oh my God, Barth. OMG, Barth. That's what it is. Hey, Todd, any idea what the new pass holder buzz info is all about? Looking to be something with Animal Kingdom. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. But if it's anything, I hope it's a pass holder lounge that they used to have way back in the day over at Pizza Safari for pass holders. That would be a great addition over there to Animal Kingdom. Princess Jamie asked, what country would you like to see added to the World Showcase? Also, I heard that they create your own salad has made a return to select locations. Is this true? I'm not sure about the create your own salad. I'm gonna have to check into that. And the country I would love to see added to World Showcase, I've actually got two. I'd like to see a Switzerland, and I'd like to see Greece. And I hope they're countries. So that's who I'd like to see added to World Showcase. Don't know if we will get any announcement at D23 about those. Don't know if we'll get any EPCOT announcement at D23. But the way the little picture looks at D23, everybody's represented on there. So hopefully, we do get something from EPCOT, because it is always a state of transition here at EPCOT. Walt said it himself. It will always be progressing. I do hope they continue with EPCOT and continue to improve and reimagine EPCOT. When are we going camping with the kids? Love seeing them on the videos. Actually, we will be with Katie and Sabi this weekend. We'll be having dinner for a dining review in Orlando. We go to Orlando restaurants. We're going to start a series with them doing Orlando restaurants. And then with Becca and Michael, we will be on Virgin Voyages starting next Wednesday. We cannot wait. Less than, 10 days, 9 days away? So we cannot wait for that. 7 days? I don't know how many days. So we can't wait to be on the Virgin Voyages with them. They've actually been on one of the cruises. They loved it. They talked us into it. So I've heard it's all about the food, and you know us here on the channel, we're all about the food. So that's when you will see the kids again. And we're trying to get a Christmas vacation once again to the campground so we can see the lights and have a great holiday festival there with the kids. That's when we can get them all together, it seems to be. What announcements do you think or hope we will hear from at D23? Everybody's hoping for a fifth gate. I don't think we're going to get a fifth gate. I think they're going to give us more improvements into the parks that we already have. I think they're going to take some areas away, add new lands and all that stuff. And in actuality, that would be a fifth gate if you took all the lands that they're going to improve or develop here at Walt Disney World. That would be a fifth land. Now, if they did a fifth land, I will be so excited. I could not wait for that. But unfortunately, we will be on the cruise when all the news breaks, so you guys will know the news before I do. So we'll report on that when we come back from the cruise. What do you think is the next change to the multipass will be? Or what would you like to see changed? I'm not a big Lightning Lane fan. I don't buy Lightning Lane. I don't know how it works. I'm just one of those. Yes, I will go wait in line. And I know I have the luxury to be able to do that because I can come to the park often. If you've not seen, there's been a lot of people out there covering the Lightning Lane. I would still give it a little time. Let all the kinks be worked out. Let not so many people be here on the Lightning Lane, and we'll see the true colors of the Lightning Lane and what is happening with those. They could always go to other parks type of reservation, make it one flat fee. It's head of the line at every ride. They could always go to that, but to me, once you get in the parks, it's all about the experience of being in the parks. Yes, you're going to wait in some of the lines, and sometimes you're not going to wait in lines. So that's what I think about the Lightning Lanes and passes and all that good stuff. Any new snacks at Sunshine Seasons? I have no idea, but we may have to walk over there and put that on the next video that'll be coming from EPCOT. And Les Halles in France, you know I'm going to go check over there because I think I'm going to try a snack over in France I have never tried before. So that'll be on the next video. So that kind of a teaser for you guys. We're going to take you over there and we're going to try a new snack over there. Let's see, what else did she ask? This is Jenny. And on the multipass, Sarah Octopus? That was on the multipass. I love y'all's names. Your handles on those. Let's see, international snacks from China Pavilion. We would love to try the international snacks from China Pavilion. I think I am going to start to wait more for that. We still got to come back to do an EPCOT overview, which I want Michelle to be in those videos because I have something planned. She doesn't even know what I have planned for that. So I have something differently planned for her on that. So we'll definitely be coming back for those. And the last question I'm going to read from the comments post here is, how hard is it to get a queue for Guardians of the Galaxies with a regular ticket? I haven't even tried to ever get a Guardians of the Galaxy except for one time. Before park opens, it's kind of difficult, but I have noticed some of the Guardians have been lasting until park opening. The best time if you're coming with a regular day ticket is try that 1 o'clock Guardians release, but you have to be in the park in EPCOT at the time to try to get that 1 o'clock reservations. If there are any travelers out there that has had experience with this, trying to get a queue for the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is my favorite ride on property. This or Flight of Passage, but I'm gonna give Guardians of the Galaxy just because of how smooth it is and what a great themed ride it is. I'm gonna give them the edge as my favorite ride of all of Walt Disney World. So that is what I know so far. But we've got a lot more questions from my personal page and the Traveling Around Disney page, a lot more questions about EPCOT, which we are going to cover in the next video. So until then, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there.